What up guys, it's Kaya here and I'm coming to you with this video, this tutorial here on this beat face. I'm really excited about it because it turned out really well. I never expect the makeup that I do to turn out good. Well, I never expect it to look the way that it usually does, and I always surprise myself, which I guess is a good thing. I guess I shouldn't doubt myself, but at the same time, I'm not like super confident in my makeup abilities, even though it always turns out really nice. So I'm really excited to bring you guys this smoky brown tutorial. I know it's summer and people are like going towards like the really pretty like bright colors, but I don't know. I love bright colors, don't get me wrong, but I don't wear them very often, so I don't experiment with them very often. I actually post a lot of things on Snapchat. It's probably my favorite social media site. So if you don't follow me on Snapchat already, go ahead and follow me, and I'll leave a link. No, I won't leave a link here. I'll leave the name here. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. And if you aren't new to my channel, thank you so much for staying subscribed. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you want to see more makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, and things like that from me. I haven't really gotten into hair tutorials yet. I really want to try to, because I do a lot with my hair. I mean, a lot with my hair. I probably shouldn't, but I like experimenting with that kind of stuff. So let me know down below if you'd like to see a hair tutorial. I think that would be really cool. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but yeah, we'll see. But anyway guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. This is the look that I am bringing you today. It is going to be a voiceover because I haven't quite mastered the art of talk-throughs yet. I'm working on it. We're gonna see what's gonna go on with that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for staying tuned. Thank you so much for watching and staying subscribed. And I will see you in my next video. Enjoy! Hey guys, so the first thing I did was put on my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original, and I did that off camera. And what I'm doing here is I'm using my e.l.f. Smudge Pot in the color Brownie, and I'm taking that on a concealer brush and just packing that and smoothing that all over my lid for the base. And then I'm going to be taking Morphe's Spice as a transition color above the crease, and I'm using a regular eyeshadow brush to pull that into the crease and blend out really well. Then I'm going to be taking Morphe's Trouble on the outer V for more depth, and I'm going to be using that same eyeshadow brush. I just cleaned it off really well, and then I'm blending everything out to make sure that all the shadows look seamless. I'm using my Real Techniques Metallics brush, and that one is the 200 brush. Then I'm going to be taking MAC's Blue Brown Pigment on a concealer brush, and I'm going to be packing that onto the middle of my lid. And then I'm going to be blending everything out, just so that there are no defined lines and you can't see where one shadow starts and the other ends and things like that. And then I'm going to be taking Ofra's Bliss in the inner corner for definition. Then I'm just going to make sure everything is blended out really well. Then I'm going to be taking Trouble on the lower lash line to bring everything together, and I'm using a pencil brush for that. Now moving on to the face, I'm going to be using MAC's Prep+Prime Illuminator pen in Peach Lustre to color correct. It's to combat redness and dark spots and just make sure I'm concealing things as well as possible. I don't usually put concealer on. I usually just color correct and then put my foundation right on top. And the only thing I'll really use concealer for is highlighting. Next thing I'm going to be doing is taking my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the color 175 or R510, and I'm going to be dotting that all over my face and blending that out with a number 1 brush from the Mermaid collection. It's like the dupe for the Artiste brushes. Got them on Amazon, so I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to purchase those because they're really good. And then I'm going to be taking a small stippling brush from e.l.f. just to blend everything together a little bit better. And then I'm going to be taking a 113 brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to set my face. Now we're moving on to highlighting. What I'm going to be doing is taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in the color Fawn, and I'm going to be putting that in a triangular shape under my eye, and then I'm going to be blending that out with my Real Techniques complexion sponge. And as you can see, there's a huge difference. I never really realized like that highlighting made such a difference, so I just put my hand in the middle of my face to show you guys like what it looks like. Then I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. It's a concealer and it's in the color Brightener. And I am going to be dotting that all over my forehead and on my cheeks and down the bridge of my nose to kind of bring out the highlight a little bit more, because I want it to bring as much light to my face as possible. Now I'm going to be taking this Luxie flat definer brush, and I have a little bit of the Black Opal cream foundation stick in Black Walnut on there, and I'm going to be using that to contour my nose. I'm just lightly putting a little bit on the sides of my nose, and I'm going to be blending that out as well as possible so that there are no harsh lines, because that's not cute. Don't do it. Blend, guys. Blend. And then I'm going to be taking a number 6 brush from that Mermaid collection, and I'm going to be blending that out even more just because it's a little bit thinner. It's easier for me to get into the sides of my nose and really blend that out as well as possible. Then I'm going to be taking that Black Opal Cream Stick Foundation in the color Black Walnut, and I'm going to be putting that on the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm blending that out with a number 2 brush from the Mermaid collection for my contour. I'm going to be taking that same cream foundation stick and I'm going to be dotting it all over my forehead, and then I'm going to be blending that out. At first I used a small shadow brush, and then I went in with my number 3 brush from the Mermaid collection to blend everything else out. And then I'm going to be taking a small blush brush from e.l.f. Then I'm going to be taking Pamplemousse and Amaretto, which are 2 mineral blushes from the Becca by Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection Face Palette. Then I'm going to be taking Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop from that same palette, and I'm going to be highlighting my cheeks, bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And now we're moving on to the lips. What I'm using here first is kind of like a base is MAC's Stone. I absolutely love this color. Then I'm going to be going in with NYX's Lip Pencil in Chestnut, lining everything and adding a little bit more definition to the lips. I'm going to be taking one of the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipsticks, and this is in the color Sandstorm, and I'm going to be placing that in the middle of my lips. And that's really it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give me a like, a subscribe, and follow me on my social media, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you know.